Good morning, Dr. Morton, Dr. Malash, members of the Board of Education and the Superintendency, West Administration, teachers, parents, families, friends, and graduates. Class of 2016, the time has finally arrived. 720 days together, and now the time has come to say goodbye to a monumental chapter of our lives. And I'd like to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for changing my life. Today may be an ending, but it is also the start of a new beginning. I ask you now to reflect on the past 4 years and recall what they have brought. The tears, the laughter, the happiness, and the memories that we will carry with us as we venture off into the great unknown. Look at how much we've changed this freshman year. If only we could tell our freshman selves now what we know now. In reflecting on that idea, I wrote an open letter to the freshman versions of ourselves. To the kids unaware of what's going to unfold before their very eyes. This is all for you. Dear freshman selves, congratulations on making it to the hallowed halls of Cherry Hill High School West. If your expectations are anything like you've absorbed from the movies, high school seems like a period of insurmountable homework, completely implausible plot twists, spontaneous choreography, and a lot of 14-year-old looking 20-year-olds. Oh, 20-year-old looking 14-year-olds, that's what it is. Also, there's a strong expectation that you will devote hours of soul-crushing effort into learning things from books that won't matter once you're out in the real world. Yet, the truth is, movies are not the reality, and they are not our reality. There's a lot of things that you think you know right now. Nothing wrong with that, of course, but take it from us. So many incredible things are going to happen that you can't even imagine that. First off, your education will not be restricted to the four walls of a classroom or to the pages of a textbook. Rather, the only limits you will face are the ones you place upon yourself. West will not only be a place of academic growth, but also personal growth, as you learn more about others and especially more about who you are. When you walk around the hallways, pay attention to those that walk past you. While everyone may not hold the official title of teacher, each person has their own stories and experiences that can truly teach you more about this crazy world we live in. All you need to do is stop and listen. You are now a part of the Lion Pride, a diverse family full of people who will help you celebrate your triumphs and pick you up from when you fall. Another thing you will encounter is the concept of failure. It manifests here is inevitable, but it is also not the inescapable end. Failure should be a motivation to not only think smarter, but work harder, using the little bumps in the road as momentum to keep going forward. Even though failure can bring upon feelings of impending doom or mild indigestion, rest assured that you will make it to graduation and it will be fantastic. Now, it's your time to really decide how you want to face all that life brings you. Whether it's in athletics, the arts, clubs, or whatever you want to do, just go for it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. All you've hoped for is out there. You just have to harness the drive to achieve it. Find a fire that lights your heart and let that passion burn as you reach your goals. This is your time. They say that high school moves too fast, almost like a blur, and right now I'm sure you're shaking your head thinking that these years will move too slow. But let me tell you, before you know it, you'll be sitting in purple and white, saying goodbye to the life you knew. So do us a favor and cherish your time, cherish your friends, and cherish yourself. You're really going to miss it. Love, the senior class of 2016.
Please stand for the flag salute and join our combined bands, orchestra, and choir as they perform the national anthem. After the national anthem, we ask that you remain standing until the Cherry Hill West Air Force Junior ROTC retires the colors. The flag salute will be led by Owen Patrick Barrett.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty, and justice for all.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the Cherry Hill High School West graduation for the class of 2016. I'm a little sick. We are here to honor this class and to acknowledge 4 years of diligence, excellence, and success. Before we proceed with the ceremonies, I want to thank our guests for being with us. The class and I thank you in advance for assisting us in making this event a dignified, beautiful graduation. I respectfully ask that you turn off your cell phones and devices that might disturb and distract our participants and guests today. I'll give you a little minute. I would now like to introduce our guests and ask them to stand. From the Board of Education, President Mrs. Carol Matlack. Vice President Dr. Barry Dickinson. And members, Mr. Elliot Roth, Mr. Stephen Robbins, Mr. Eric Goodwin, Mrs. Kathy Judge, Mr. Kenneth Tomlinson, Mrs. Jane Scarpolino, and Mrs. Lisa Seidel. From the Superintendency, Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Joseph Malash, Director of Pupil Services, Mrs. LaCoya Wethington, Director of Curriculum, Dr. Farah Mahan, Supervisor of Special Education, Ms. Rebecca Metzger, and Coles Alternative High School Program Principal, Jim Reardon. Also here tonight with the class, Senior House Principal, Mr. Chuck Culligan, Faculty Advisor to the class of 2016, Mrs. Joanne Riley, and Mr. Tim Querns. And reading names, our beloved Mr. Sigus Vanny, and Mr. Julio Tavaria. And the members of the class who will be participating in this morning's exercises, Josie Jean Patella, Owen Patrick Barrett, Monica Marie O'Kane, Rebecca Lee Horner, Alexander Peter Bruno, and Timothy David Intellisano. And me. At this time, I would like to introduce to you our principal at Cherry Hill High School West, Dr. Morton.
I don't need to stand. Good morning and welcome to the class of 2016's commencement. This is the moment that we all have worked for over the past 4 years. It is through the commitment of family, student, and staff members that gets us to this day. At this time, I ask that the West faculty members to stand and be recognized. They are the professional staff who have chosen to spend their lives in the field of education, helping young people prepare for the future. I wish to recognize their efforts and express deep gratitude for what they have done to bring our graduates to this day. You may be seated now. The two faculty members with us on stage tonight are retiring. They joined the class of 2016 for their commencement exercises and participate in the tradition of reading the names at tonight's ceremony. Like the graduates, they will also soon start a new chapter in their lives. The West community wishes them much happiness and fulfillment in the next phase of their lives. Please join me in recognizing the careers of these two individuals who have committed themselves to our Cherry Hill students. Not on stage with us tonight is Mrs. Kathy Chase, who also retired this year. I also take this opportunity to thank the underclass participants of the Cherry Hill West 781st Air Force Junior ROTC Unit, the Combined Bands and Orchestra, the Symphonic Choir, and their faculty advisors and directors for their contributions to the beauty and dignity of this afternoon's ceremony. And acknowledge Josie G. Matella, who gave this morning's salutation, and Samaya Asaya Krul, who is today's Mistress of Ceremonies.
The class of 2016 address will be delivered by Monica O'Kane.
Good morning, Dr. Morton, Dr. Malash, members of the Board of Education and Superintendency, West Administration, teachers, parents and families, friends and graduates. As I stand on this stage today, I feel honored to be bringing our high school experience to an end. We stand here today with more intelligence than we came with and are now the big seniors that we had once looked up to and admired. We have all made it through the 4 years of our life that we thought would take forever to get through, but actually flew by faster than ever imagined. Together as one class, we have been able to both succeed and fail, find happiness and sadness, find love and heartbreak. Together as one class, we were able to experience everything together for the first time. Who would have thought that one building was able to allow so much change and build so many bonds between us? Since entering West, so many unforgettable friendships and relationships have formed. School activities, sports, plays, clubs, and time spent after school with one another only helped us to become who we are as a group. Already looking back, we remember the boys that have ran across our gym floor, tumbling in stockings and Sophie shorts attempting to win Spirit Week, for creating the liveliest fan section of all time, for being the first to experience school beginning at 7:30, having so many individuals bring their talents upon a stage while others were sprinting up and down fields, taking hundreds of pictures on various theme days and doing extracurricular activities only helped us to realize how much fun we truly could have. Without the number of talented people that we have in our class, we would never be the class of 2016 that we have grown to be. We started as individuals that were threatened by the upperclassmen and have grown into people that are willing to stand tall and be brave. Although most of you are probably ready to get out and move on, we can't help but look back at all the fun times that we have had and the memories we've shared. We came into high school as small, clueless, lost freshmen who sat in classes unfamiliar to everyone and watched the clock for class periods to end. By sophomore year, we thought we had everything figured out. We walked into junior year already thinking we were the big shots that ruled the school, only to realize we still had a year to go. Now here we stand as the big fish that know the life of a high schooler better than anyone. We stand here ready to move on and become the coolest individuals again, this time only ready to take on real life. As I stand here looking out at each and every one of you, I am thankful for the unforgettable classes, friendships, and teachers I've had the chance to meet and grow with. Without the help of our fellow classmates, caring teachers, and loving parents, we would never have made it this far. Take the time to thank everyone that has helped you along your journey and let them know that you are truly thankful for their help. Without the help of our peers, our growth would never be so tremendous. I thank you all for giving me all the opportunities I have been given, for creating so many memories that I will never forget, and being the best graduating class anyone could ask for. I wish you all the best of luck in the future and know you will do great things.
This afternoon's National Honor Society speech will be delivered by Rebecca Lee Horner, President of the Robert E. Hansen Chapter of the National Honor Society.
Good morning, Dr. Morton, Dr. Malash, members of the Board of Education and the Superintendency, West Administration, teachers, parents and families, friends, and graduates. I can't believe we finally made it. I remember walking into West 4 short years ago on our first day of freshman year, and the first thing that I wanted to do was find the pool on the roof. Of course, I did not accomplish this goal, and I quickly realized that I was not alone as a naive freshman. All of us were embarking on this 4-year journey together. We didn't realize it then, but West was just starting to show us the way through our ever-changing teenage years. As Charles Darwin once said, "It is not the strongest or the most intelligent who will survive, but those who can best manage change." Luckily for us, West has been with us these past 4 years, fully preparing us for the changes that have come our way and will continue to come our way in the future. They did test us a bit though. We were the first freshman class to have to figure out the confusing new block scheduling. Who knew that when we finally did figure it out after a year, it would give us more time to procrastinate on all of our homework. And we were the first class to have to be in school at 7:30 a.m. Well, some of us made it by then. We were also the first to experience the promenade and the new park testing. We also had many new teachers, new coaches, and even a new principal. We were very lucky to have 2 amazing principals in Dr. Malash and Dr. Morton, and an awesome new superintendent, of course. As all of us graduate and join the adult world, it is inevitable that we will face many unexpected changes. It is important that we face these challenges head-on, like we have been taught to do here at West. While things are always subject to change, one thing will always remain true. All of us in the class of 2016 represent what it truly means to be a West Lion. A West Lion is fierce, charitable, talented, spirited, and hardworking. We are fierce. As Lions, we have tenacity. From soccer to basketball to swimming and baseball, we never back down from an opponent. We beat East at the homecoming football game 3 years in a row. Who can forget the exciting comeback victory this year? We also beat them in basketball this year with an amazing buzzer beater. And most recently, the girls softball team beat the #1 seed in playoffs, despite the odds against them at the 16th seed. Let's also not forget that our West Dance team is the best in the area with many regional, state, and national titles. We are charitable. As Lions, we believe in giving back to our community. We volunteer for the Star Games, where hundreds of special needs children throughout the district were able to experience a great time competing with friends. We participated in blood drives and tutored our underclassmen. In addition, we became the top fundraising school in all of South Jersey for the March of Dimes. As Lions, we are always willing to help others. We are talented. As Lions, we excel in the arts. Our jazz band has consistently qualified for the Princeton State Final competition. Our senior one act won first place this year, which truly proves that we're the best class. On top of that, Men of Note won the best overall choir at the prestigious Music in the Parks competition in Virginia. We are spirited. The class of 2016 has shown what it is like to bleed purple and white, especially at the East-West basketball games, with faces painted and some very original chants. Our class has also been a significant participant in Spirit Week every year. We have won lip sync 3 years in a row, and would win in a fourth if we can come back again next year. We dominated Spirit Week this year after winning every single event, including the always popular male cheerleading and powder puff football. Lastly, we are hardworking. Many of our academic clubs have overachieved this year. 87 students qualified for the DECA States competition this year, which is the most in West history. The Mock Trial Club killed it this year when they received third place out of 300 teams in all of New Jersey. Lastly, the West Report has taken their talents to the next level, as students are now provided with video updates about what's going on at West every week. The class of 2016 has fully embraced what it means to be a West Lion, and we should all be proud of the legacy that we have left in the halls of Cherry Hill West. Now that we are completely familiar with our surroundings, have truly embraced what it is like to be a West Lion, and have worked hard to accomplish many great things here at West, we are now forced to say goodbye and start this process all over again. Luckily for us, we have mastered change before as we move from elementary school to middle school and middle school to high school. While these changes were significant at the time, they will not compare to our next steps. Some of us will become tigers, or hens, or knights, or dukes, or gamecocks, and some of us will even be lions again. As for me, I'm going to become a Hoosier, and I don't even know what that is. Additionally, some of our friends will be going into the workforce, and some will be serving our country as members of the United States military. As we change over the years, our memories from high school will always stay the same. We will never forget the people we met, the experiences we had, the relationships we made, and the fun we had while doing it. While it is important to always know where you are going, it is much more important to always remember where you came from. We, the class of 2016, will always be bonded together from that same place on Chapel Hill, bleeding purple and white as West Lions. And one last thing, when changes in our life make that young, naive freshman emerge once again, we know we will always make it through, and maybe we will even find the pool one day. Congratulations, everyone, on 4 memorable years. We did it.
At this time, will the senior vocalist please join the choir?
Heroes will
Cherry Hill West honors the academic achievement of its ranking scholars. Representing the Order of the Lion is Alexander Peter Bruno.
Good morning, Dr. Morgan, Dr. Malash, members of the Board of Education and the Superintendency, West Administration, teachers, parents and families, friends, and graduates. I'd first like to acknowledge my fellow valedictorian, Karen Thurman. For those of you who do not know her, she is a kind and selfless person who deserves to be up here as much as anyone else. During her time at West, she has consistently displayed her brilliance in the classroom while always extending a hand to those who needed one. I'd also like to take the time to thank a few people who have helped me along the way. I would not be up on the stage if it wasn't for my family and many of my classmates out in the audience. I'd also like to acknowledge one significant individual who has made a big impact on my life, and that is my biology and anatomy teacher, Mrs. Castellani. I came into high school knowing that I liked science, and I was good at it, but I hadn't quite nailed down what I wanted to do with my life. With each biology class, I found my English role model inside and outside of the classroom. Her love for the sciences led her to train the most convoluted topics into enjoyable lessons. In addition, she was always available to talk about school or just life in general, so thank you, Mrs. Castellani. To my classmates, I just have to say, we made it. Some way, somehow, we all survived and are about to take the next big step in life. Before we do that, I think we should take a moment to look back on the good times West has given us and just how far we've come. As I look out into the audience, I see the faces of many people I know I will be close to for decades to come, and I see others that I never got a chance to meet. Nevertheless, I know that we all share a common bond as a result of our time at West. The things that unite us haven't always been the best, like the constantly changing schedule that no one could seem to follow, and the days we got a foot and a half of snow, yet still had to find a way into school. But we've also been united by the good things, like beating East in football, beating East in basketball, beating East in just about anything. But the thing that connects us the most is the thing we all love to hate, and that is the actual school part of school. My fellow AP students will know the struggle of Mr. Bova's US 1 class and the countless essays we waited until the last minute to do. Actually, to be honest, I lied in that last line. I did count, and we wrote 52 essays in his class. But there were many other teachers and classes that pushed us and challenged us to go well beyond what we thought possible when we first came to this school. All the quizzes, the essays, the labs, and the tests were not meant just to cause us pain and anxiety, but to show us how much we were capable of. The truth is, every time we think we've measured our capacity to meet a challenge, we are quickly reminded that that capacity may well be limitless. We all possess an innate desire to explore, to discover, to push the boundaries of what's possible and reach for the stars. Many people like to call high school the best time of their life, but I find it sad to think the best times are behind us. And to be honest, how can SATs, AP exams, and college applications be the best that life has to offer? These past few weeks have been unforgettable, but I know that things are only going to get better. The final message I want to give all of you is whatever you choose to do in this life, do something that you love. Keep looking until you find that thing. You'll know it when you do. And don't settle. It's been an absolute joy spending high school with all of you, which is why I'm only leaving to go a few thousand miles away from college. I hope I'm able to stay close to many of you to see the amazing things that we all achieve. Even though you do not need it, best of luck to you all. Thank you, class of 2016.
Greetings, Mrs. Matlack and members of the Cherry Hill Board of Education. Dr. Malash and members of the Superintendent's Council, Mr. Culligan and members of the Cherry Hill High School West Administration, Mr. Querns, class advisor, and Mrs. Riley, co-advisor, faculty, staff, parents, family members, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2016. I thank you for taking part in this most joyous occasion. It is the highest honor, the greatest achievement, and the utmost privilege to come together in recognition of a graduating class. In the Cherry Hill Public Schools, we consider the celebration of the success of our students to be an indispensable component of what we do as educators, and there's no bigger celebration of success than the graduation ceremony. This graduation ceremony is a symbolic representation that the years of hard work have indeed paid off. It is the physical celebration that a chapter in the lives of these students has been completed. Class of 2016, your journey, no matter the twists or turns you may have experienced along the way, has allowed you to arrive at this destination. Please look around you at all of the assembled guests. All of these people here have assembled on your behalf because they recognize the importance of this occasion. This is the single most important day of your school years to date. On this day, you've reached the goal that you set out to attain some 13 years ago. I've heard it said before that you can't know where you're going until you know where you've been. Students, it's important that you know your legacy. This knowledge is important in helping one to fully understand who they are and ultimately what they can become. You may ask, what is a legacy? A legacy can be defined as anything that is handed down from the past, as from an ancestor or a predecessor. I hope you notice that one's legacy has little to do with perception. It has little to do with what others say about you. It has little to do with what others say you are, and it has more to do with what you can become. I understand the importance of legacy, and that understanding has led me to the pursuit of the identification of the legacy of those left behind, the alumni of High School West. As I've conducted my research into the legacy of High School West, I've come across a consistent and fascinating understanding. I've met and continue to meet business owners, actors and actresses, executives, teachers, doctors, lawyers, athletes, school superintendents, and many other highly successful individuals who are part of the Cherry Hill High School West family. On June 2nd, we held a unique career day experience for our students, which allowed the students to participate in 3 panel discussions given by professionals from various fields. What made our career day unique is that of the approximately 100 panelists, 75% of them were alums of High School West. These highly successful individuals grace the same hallways as you guys. Whether they fully understood it or not at the time, the education that they received from this institution prepared them with the foundation to build upon their knowledge base and to broaden their horizons. It is clear to me in my findings that the education provided in the Cherry Hill Public School, and in particular from High School West, has produced a legacy of greatness. And it's important for each student, each member of the class of 2016 to understand that you are now part of that greatness. You've been empowered with the tools, the knowledge, and the skills necessary to change the world. I want you to know that you aren't inferior to anyone or anything. There isn't a situation that you cannot tackle. Your legacy suggests that nothing is impossible for you to accomplish if you work hard and you believe. This is a special ceremony for me personally. I've had the privilege of serving as the principal of many of the members of the class of 2016 since their elementary years. I'm also fortunate to have had the opportunity to have met so many impressive young people during the course of the past 3 years. When I think of my feelings toward the members of this class, there's one word that resonates with me: inspired. I'm inspired by the members of this class. My intimate interactions with these students are what makes my job the fantastic journey that it is. I've been inspired in speaking with the students about their aspirations and their future goals. I've been inspired by watching these students cultivate their passions and finding their voice. I can honestly say that I wake up every morning excited to come to work and interact with the students because of this like to thank a few students in particular who, unbeknownst to them, have inspired me greatly throughout our interactions together. Justin Gitt is a young man whom I've watched develop from a shy elementary student to a polite, hardworking, confident, and passionate student. I've so enjoyed watching this young man cultivate his skills as a journalist. I'll miss reading his Ask the Expert columns in the Lions Room. Justin will be attending American University in the fall, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for him. Niara Wilcox has inspired me by her dedication to excellence, her willingness to be unique and stand out from the crowd, and a willingness just to embrace who she is as a person. Her involvement in activities has been tremendous, and her kind, welcoming personality has been a joy to behold. Thank you, Niara. Josie Matella is an inspiring young lady who always has a smile on her face and a kind word to share. She's an outstanding student and also one of the most heavily involved students in the class of 2016. I will miss her spirit, her desire to serve others, and the sincerity that she displays in all that she does. Thank you, Josie. Rebecca Horner is a great role model for her peers, an example of the best that Cherry Hill High School West has to offer. This young lady is inspiring in every sense of the word. A positive and optimistic student, she has the ability to illuminate any room that she enters. It seems that she excels at just about everything that she sets her hands to do. She'll be attending the University of Indiana University in the fall, and they have a great one coming to them. Rebecca, you have inspired me. Daisha Powell is a fun young lady who has successfully made the transition into High School West from right here in Philadelphia. She's an ultra-friendly young lady who's well-liked by all of her peers. Daisha's assimilation into the High School West community has been terrific. She's an inspiration to me and a student who I'm very proud of. I've enjoyed our conversations about her future business aspirations, and I look forward to one day shopping at one of her stores that she opens. Thank you, Daisha. Simon Wape is a highly intellectual young man who has excelled as a member of our junior ROTC program. He embodies a combination of academic achievement and social involvement that we strive to see in all of our students. A friend to all, he's well-liked and popular amongst his peers. He'll be attending the prestigious University of Pennsylvania in the fall. Simon, your dedication to the pursuit of academic excellence has been inspiring for me to observe. Nicole Cahan is a confident, ambitious, high-achieving student who approaches life with positivity and an easygoing attitude. It has been my pleasure to observe her continual growth and maturity throughout the years. Her school spirit and involvement in the West community has been inspiring to observe. She is the epitome of a student who reflects the West way. Tim Intellisano is a highly ambitious young man with lofty goals and big dreams and plans. I've been inspired by Tim's personal story and his journey. Many know Tim to be a high-performing student who's heavily involved and displays great optimism and a wonderful attitude. But what many may not realize is that he has overcome loss and his own set of challenges. He's not been deterred by these challenges, and instead he has used them as motivation. I'm excited about what the future holds for Tim next year at American University. Thank you, Tim. Kind, friendly, and positive are just a few attributes that describe Allison Gentile. This young lady's optimistic spirit, can-do attitude, and positive disposition has been an inspiration to the entire High School West community. She's been an ambassador for kindness during her time in High School West, as she has so beautifully demonstrated the West way. Thank you, Allison. I've had the privilege of witnessing the maturity and growth of a young man who can best be described as having swag. Josue Villegas is that young man. Josue is a highly talented student who in one word can be described as cool. Known for his prowess as an outstanding young musician, I've thoroughly enjoyed listening to the beautiful sounds he's able to produce from his trumpet. He walks, talks, and moves at a melodic pace. Not only is he an accomplished musician, but he's also a strong student and an even better young man of strong character. Thank you, Josue. Class of 2016, I thoroughly enjoyed my interactions with you. I'll always remember the feeling of inspiration that you have given me. Please never forget that you are a member of the Cherry Hill High School West Lions Pride. You will forever be part of a legacy of greatness. I want you to believe in yourselves, maintain a positive attitude, and dream big dreams. And please, go out and make us proud. At this time, Cherry Hill High School West salutes the patriotism and commitment of the members of the class of 2016 who volunteered to serve our country as members of the military. I ask these young men and women to stand as I call their names. Jeremy Giovanni DiPietro, the United States Army. Darrell Lloyd Ernst III, the United States Army. Anthony Eugene Evans, the United States Army Reserve. Michael Manuel Felix, the United States Army. Dustin Gary McGonigal, the United States Air Force. Victor Leonel Velasquez, the United States Air Force. Chase David Williams, the United States Navy. Marley Rose Lagernick, the United States Army. Kyle Matthew Dudley, the United States Air Force. Ryan Joseph Schuler, the United States Air Force. And Delaney Elise McQuaid, the United States Navy. Our sincerest thank yous to you all. Members of the class of 2016 have distinguished themselves in academics, technology, the arts, music, journalism, athletics, and service to their school and community. They've brought honor to themselves, to their families, to West, and to the Cherry Hill community. Because the awards of the class members are too numerous to announce, we have published all of them in the commencement program, and I encourage our guests to read the varied accomplishments of our graduates. I will now ask the graduates who have received awards listed in the program to please rise, face your families, and be recognized by us all. Congratulations to you all. The class closure, this afternoon's final student presentation, will be offered by Timothy, David, and Telesano.
It's really nice. It's going to just come in my eyes. All right. Good morning, Dr. Morton, Dr. Malash, members of the Board of Education, the Superintendency, West Administration, teachers, parents and families, friends, and graduates. After I was asked to speak, I did my best to think of one specific story that would adequately explain just how much fun high school was. That was the moment that I realized just how amazing these 4 years truly were. I couldn't think of one specific moment or person, because high school has given me so many amazing memories and so many fantastic friends. I began high school as someone who was very timid socially, very awkward, struggled to make friends, who was afraid to be myself. I end high school with 8 guys who are my best friends in the entire world. All of us are heading off to fantastic colleges with our futures looking very bright. I don't think anyone could have scripted it much better than that. I think we all share a lot of excitement for the next step in our lives. We're moving on to a life beyond high school, but we will always have the memories of these 4 years to carry with us. The class of 2016 had a big personality, filled with energy and spunk. That personality is what made us who we are. It will define our legacy at Cherry Hill West, and we wouldn't want it any other way. West was the place where most of us became ourselves. If middle school was about conforming, then high school was about breaking free. It was about working hard in class, on the field, or in the community. It was about caring what the person next to you was doing. I think that's what I'll miss the most, the community we had here. Kids from the middle schools would come to shadow us, and they felt that bond too. They could sense how much of an interest we took in each other's lives, and how much fun we had while doing it. This group of kids is very special. We survived block scheduling and the 7:30 start time. We survived the park, new AP curriculums, bed bugs on senior trip, and managed to get into some of the top colleges across the country. A class shouldn't be defined by its colleges, but it's hard not to talk about how successful this class is. We have kids going to top-tier universities, amazing professional programs, entering the workforce into challenging positions, and serving our country in our armed forces. It's hard. It's hard not to be extremely proud of that. I was a student athlete here for 4 years, though I use the term athlete loosely. Ask my baseball coach, who's sitting right below. I watched my teammates and friends achieve successes that will take them to college fields and courts next fall. Now, I'm biased when I recall some of my favorite high school memories because I immediately think of sports. And I hate to be the third speaker to come up here and say it, but 95% of those memories involve beating East. Because anyone who was on this floor, who was at the last East-West basketball game, will never forget Cameron's buzzer beater from the corner. Who could forget winning the boot as many times as we did do? 3 of our 4 years we won the boot. Who could forget the proms, cotillion, senior trip, lip sync, male cheerleading, football Fridays, star games, plays, concerts, and award ceremonies? I know I'll never forget having to shove my way through the intersection or making the hike from F-wing to A-wing just to go back again. All of those memories, eating on the Walsh Gym steps, trying to remember where our lockers were, or sitting down in the first class of high school, hoping that someone you knew would sit down next to you. Who could forget those things? Now, I would love to talk about who sat next to me in my first class. 2 of those people are among my best friends, even to this day. Callie and Nick sat with me in Mr. Stern's English 1H class at 8 a.m. on the first day of freshman year. And through the years, we have all stayed close. And I have so many people out here in the audience and up there in the crowd that I could talk about who've impacted me and made me who I am. So take this moment to think about who those people are for you. Think about all that they've done for you and thank them. These 4 years meant the world to me. So thank you for sharing the memories and laughs. Good luck and congratulations to the class of 2016.
Dr. Joseph Malash, Superintendent of Schools, will now address the class of 2016 and then present them to the Board of Education. Dr. Malash.
Good afternoon. Mrs. Matlack and members of the Board of Education, Dr. Morton, and members of the Cherry Hill High School West faculty and administration and staff, parents, family members, friends, and finally, to the graduating class of Cherry Hill High School West of 2016. As the Superintendent of Schools for the Cherry Hill Public School District, I am truly blessed to stand in front of all of you this morning to address you on behalf of the district staff and the community of Cherry Hill. The class of 2016 will forever have a very special place in my heart, as this is the last graduating class at High School West that I had the good fortune to welcome as freshmen. There are also members of this class who I had the great fortune to welcome as kindergartners in the fall of 2003 at Kingston. It has been my pleasure to watch you mature as a class and as individuals as you have sought out and solidified your identity during the past 4 years. I can bear witness to the countless hours that you have invested during your journey. So much has happened during these 4 years to shape and to mold you as individuals and as well as a singular force at High School West. There has been joy, there's been frustration. You've begun to figure out who you are, what it is that you believe and stand for. There's been love and there's been heartache. There's been relationships that have been established and ended and reformed. Connections have been fueled and bonds formed. There's been an unbridled passion and competition on the courts, on the playing fields, in the pools and in the gyms, and there have been plays, concerts, musicals. There are thespians and musicians to entertain us and to inspire us. There has been unlimited service to the community and service to your school, to our school, so that so many of you have learned that we as individuals and that we as a community are responsible for one another. There's been learning in the classrooms during the day. There have been early morning review sessions and after-school study groups. You have established goals that you have met and dreams that you have begun to think out and articulate that you are waiting to realize. While 4 years of high school have been a consequential leap towards your adulthood and toward life beyond High School West, they seemed in many ways to have encompassed a lifetime's worth of experiences. Perhaps one of the greatest things that I cherish the most about being an educator is the opportunity that I have had to meet so many of your family members, so many of your relatives, and to watch as they have parented you, as they have watched and helped you practice and reach your success. So many families have given of themselves without thanks and without recognition and without the need for either, just in order to help you fulfill your desires as a class. The PTA parents, the booster group leaders who have served behind the scenes, they have given to you and they have given to us. They have tried to help make this a better place and a better experience for everyone. Mothers and fathers, grandparents and guardians, aunts, uncles, cousins, all as individuals and as a group have to come together. They've reached into their pockets, they've opened their hearts, and they have given their time to enhance your high school experience. As a class, we owe them all our thanks, our gratitude, and our admiration. As a father and as an educator, I've been inspired on so many occasions by the actions of the members of the class of 2016. These young men and these young women, athletes and scholars, committed and driven, truly lion-hearted in their competition and in nurturing the next generation of students. You are young men and young women who are proud and strong, committed. You have demonstrated the power of love and support and the role that they have in education. You are bright and dedicated. You as a class have been at the center of this school community. Your talents expressed and some just being scratched on the surface and not yet realized. While you have excelled in sports and in the classroom and in hallways, you've excelled in service to the community both local and beyond. You are artists who are gifted. You are humble of nature, some quiet and unobtrusive, and others larger than life in spirit. It has been in the passing moments that I have seen your enthusiasm for life, your commitment to success, and your ability to honor your families and yourselves in all that you have chosen to pursue and in all that you have already accomplished. Through your example and perseverance, you have set the tone for your classmates and for the students who will follow you. You have answered the call to produce as entertainers and as athletes, beautiful and poised, powerful, humble, heartfelt, strong in voice and unique in sound. Each of you, a scholar in your own right, and each of you who has dedicated so much of yourselves to be here today. You will undoubtedly move into the future to do great things. Some of you to be public faces, and some of you to continue to be soft-spoken and behind the scene. So many of you in a cap and a gown today have refused to allow circumstances beyond your control to define you. Rather, you have chosen to continue to embrace the opportunities and to forge ahead for the future. You are friends and you are mentors, and you have left indelible memories on the hearts and the souls of all of the adults who are in this room today. It truly is the families who make up our community, your families at home, and everything that you have done and that they have done together with you, all that they have sacrificed that has gone unnoticed, that has brought us to this moment today. Please remember as you step forward into the world that you represent us. You represent High School West. You represent the larger community of Cherry Hill. And in so doing, we expect of you that you will represent us well as you move on to college and to work and to the military. On behalf of the district and our community, I congratulate you. Personally, I want to thank you. I want to thank each of you for what you have done to achieve this great achievement. You have continued to teach us as educators and to remind us every day that we truly are blessed, that we have the greatest responsibility and the most incredible profession in the world. As you move forward, say thank you, be kind, make connections. Mrs. Matlack, if you would join me. Mrs. Matlack, as the superintendent of the Cherry Hill Public Schools, it is my great honor to present to you the Cherry Hill High School West class of 2016, and I can assure you that they have all fulfilled the requirements necessary to certify them for graduation.
On behalf of the Cherry Hill Board of Education, I accept the Cherry Hill High School West class of 2016 and authorize its commencement. I'd like to ask you to take a moment to think about gifts. Throughout your lives, you have been given gifts. As young children, you looked forward with much appreciation to the gifts that came with birthdays, holidays, and special occasions. As you grew and matured, you began to appreciate the gifts you received from others through the lens of gratitude. Not only gratitude for the gift itself, but also gratitude for being thought about, cared for, and remembered. As adults, the meaning behind the gift and the intent with which it is given often hold much more value for us than the actual, tangible gift itself. As we grow in our understanding, we begin to consider the intangible gifts that we have been given. Gifts such as love, life, experience, education, and knowledge. Your parents gave you the gift of life and the gift of love. They gave you the gift of experiences. That trip to the beach and the art museum, the time you worked the soup kitchen in Camden, the time you helped your neighbors shovel the snow from their sidewalk, that puppy that was much more work to care for than you anticipated, and learning how to drive and getting your license. These are but a few of the thousands upon thousands of experiences, exciting and ordinary, that make up your life. You came here to our schools and received the gift of education. Here your teachers began adding to your gifts. In the classroom, they shared with you the gift of knowledge in math, science, language arts, history, music, art, physical education, world language. Outside of the school day, they shared their gifts in areas such as photography, music, soccer, baseball, swimming, art, debate, by coaching, mentoring, and advising you so that you could develop your gifts in these areas or learn perhaps that your gift lies elsewhere. We may not appreciate some gifts when we receive them or even understand why they have been given to us. But it's these gifts, these intangible, often underappreciated gifts, that slowly and in small ways over time shape us, mold us, and enrich us. And with these gifts of love, experience, knowledge, and education, you grew and matured into the young men and women sitting here today. As you begin the next chapter in your life, you have the responsibility of stewardship over the gifts you have been given. How will you choose to use your gifts? It's a daunting thought. There are so many choices and so many possibilities. Where to begin? How to move forward? These questions, where to begin and how to move forward, can paralyze us or motivate us. When faced with such questions, remember the words of St. Francis de Sales: "Be who you are and be that well." Simple words that when taken to heart will guide you and serve you well in whatever you do. Whatever path your life may take, however you choose to share your gifts with others, focus on being who you are and being that well. On behalf of my colleagues on the Board of Education, I offer our congratulations to the class of 2016 and wish you every success in the future. I now invite my colleagues to join me at the diploma table to distribute the diplomas to the class of 2016.
Owen Patrick Barrett. Alexander Peter Bruno. Samaya Asiya Rule. Rebecca Lee Horner. Timothy David Atelasano. Josie G. Badillo Patella. Monica Marie O'Kane. Vincenzo Roberto Abrizi. Conrad Abujazi. Carl Stefan Alice. Calvin Cuesto Alvarez. Irene Ain. Michael Joseph Aquilina. Ryan Austin Azar. Michael Gabriel Bella. Christopher Albert Bella. James Edmund Bishop. Joshua Purcell Blige II. Dean Rudolph Bongiovanni. Cornell Seth Brown. Anthony Carabasi Bruce. Kyle Henry Buck. Daniel Lewis Buckwalter. Razik Ralphie Bumpas. Jake Joseph Campbell. Tamar Mitchell Campbell. Joel Javier Canales Estrella. Jeffrey Thomas Cave Jr. Brandon Michael Chandler. Frederick Whelan Chase IV. Christopher Wa Cheng. Neb Sin Chu. Marcos Vasilios Christus. Shamar Christopher. Justin Henry Sini. Peter Donald Klaus. Michael Francis Clemens. Yasmin Samantha Abdul. Chama Stella Achiniwa. Sydney Gertrude Albrecht. Harriet Amalfio. Rosemary Arnold. Nicole Marie Badakis. Sydney Ray Barber. Karen Dion Belinsky. Shauna Brianne Riggs. Elvira Belova. Lenoy Rocca.
Sierra Antoinette Rickman, Natalie Jean Briggs, Madison Shea Broom, Beijing Neilon Beal Roper, Brooke Caroline Burns, Jasmine Ariana Cabrera, Morgan Renee Cowan, Jacqueline Elizabeth Kalari, Amanda Elizabeth Campbell, Amber Alicia Carter, Valerie Ann Chavez, Ayana Nicole Checo, Angelina Scarlett Chiazza, Colleen Mary Clancy, Cheyenne Trudy Clark, Natalie Marie Clark, Jacqueline Rose Cogner, Joanna Rose Yamato, Alexis Nicole Del Rosino, Orion Colon, Alexander Renee Cabello, Dylan Micah Coverdale, Liam Andrew Coverdale, Miguel Angel Cristobal Medina, Kenneth Nathaniel Cubbage, George Jr. Cuesta, Arturo Emilio Delgado, Noel Luis Delgado, Jeremy Giovanni DiPietro, Vince Joshua Magno Dizan, Keith Michael Donahue, Michael Casey Donegan, John Harry Doria Jr., Nicholas Raymond Dubisky, Kyle Matthew Dudley, Sean Patrick Dugan, Hunter James Dunn, Cameron Deshaun Edwards, Andrew Charles Erman, Liam Jared Eli, Henry Blaine Ensley, Oliver Blaine Ensley, Daryl Lloyd Ernst III, Dalen Michael Espinoza, Ray Antonia Espinoza Rosario, Anthony Eugene Evans, Edwin Fellon, Michael Manuel Felix, Mason Loren Fernandez, Fatima Dennis Curdo, Adriana Gabriela Di Battista, Jessica Breslin Donnelly, Haley Ann Dunphy, Aspen Sierra Rain Eichfeld, Caitlin Rose Farley, Sierra Williams, Bridget Caroline Foley, Madison Elizabeth Frank, Kaylin Marcella Fuller, Jasmine Janice Fussell, Vanessa Reed Garcia, Allison Marie Gentile, Jenna Mackenzie German, Latoya Shari Gibson, Christina Lynn Giordano, Kayla Summer Gizmondi, Angelique Rosa Gonzalez, Kirsten McCleary Graves, Melissa Grace Greenspan, Brianna Amira Grimes, Gianna Rose Gaetana Garacino, Anna Bernadette Gunderson, Gabrielle Helena Garecki, Becca Jennifer Gerst, Marcella Mercedes Hernandez, Jacqueline Rose Rosado, Felicia Marie Lover, Kristen Elizabeth Hoffman, Abigail Marie Walters.
Alexander Fong, Jamel Elliott Furlow, Joshua Raymond Gambino, Gregory Howard Gibbs, John Howard Gibson, Justin Robert Gigg, Jamal Anthony Gillespie, Jack Thomas Gowan, Anthony Michael Good, Joshua Gordon, Maurice B. Gordon III, Matthew William Grant, Michael Gregory Gross, Etugu Gunsikan, Lars Louis Gunderson, Dylan Joseph Hafner, John Garfield Hall, Zachary Brian Hassel, Christopher John Hastings, Andrew Harry Hens, Kevin Alexander Hernandez, Jonathan Taylor Hogue, Vashon Maurice Hoskins, Daniel Eugene Zawalski, Ryan Colin Injayan, Joshua Armando Indriago, Joseph Christopher Iwanucci, David Kevin Judge Jr., Thomas John Kafkias, James David Kane, Melissa Beth Irving, Olivia K. Zapti, Claudia Anna Jamonski, Joy Emily Johnson, Hannah Jill Johnston, Sylvia Samantha Josiak, Nicole Leah Cahan, Sydney Kane, Lori Melissa Kasprowicz, Leah Bruce Kaufman, Kieran T. Kaur, Mandy Kaur, Madeline and Kenny, Bailey Catherine King, Amy Lane Kitchenman, Marlee Rose Lockernick, Monica Lamb, Gina Maria La Rosa, Michelle Lee, Tiffany Lee, Alexis Esther Leone, Morgan Olivia Latandra, Darcy Des Lightman, Alexandra Brooke Londino, Belinda Maria Lopez, Christina Nu Millian, Erica Nicole Manley, John Marie Marini, Kaylee Christine Mattoon, Anna Teresa Kenny. Quincy Duane Jenkins, Zachariah Charles Katz, Michael Christian Kim, Dennis Kim, Young Sheikh Kim, George Panagiotis Kleftodianis, Nicholas Panagiotis Kleftodianis, Scott Lawrence Ford, Nicholas David Craig, Donna Joseph Cross III, Stephen Albert Coomer, Joshua Chad Lakey, Thomas Edward Lado, Ty Vin Lam, Michael Worcester, Christopher Warren Little, Steve Michael Lombardi, Niles Christopher Loverso, Kua Mei Lee, Mark Anthony Morazzo Jr., Gabriel Vincenzo Marvasi, Michael John Mason, Awad Thomas Zara, Dustin Gary McGonigal, Leonard Wood Welwick III, Manuel Enrique Melo, Carlos Anthony Mendez, Brian Michael Miro, Ronald Titus Mondayo, Maxwell Mahaney, Delane Elise McQuaid, Kelly Ann McFadden, Samantha Ashley McGonigal, Mackenzie Ann McHale, Daisy Medina Ramos, Nicole Maria Messenger, Jerry Ane Mesa, Elvira Maria Micael, Victoria Veronica Miklos, Nina Piera Morris, Emily Ann Morris, Carly Maria Marie Morrow, Ann Teresa Malarkey, Bridget Nicole Meyer, Masa Sharifa Nathan, Catherine Marie Neves, Elizabeth Nguyen, Bobline Lisa O'Donnell, Dana Maria O'Kane, Carrie Itzel Oropesa Lopez, Angelica Rose Ortiz, Areli Palidero Trinidad, Melinda Papranico, Stephanie Elena Perseguino, Kathy Pham, Kaylee P. Poston, Kaylee Brielle Poston, Giselle Ann de Leon Ramirez, Gabrielle Rash, Angela Rose Rath.
Ryan Edward McCandless, Colin Richard Morrow, Michael Masa Musala, Simon Catolo Luape, Mark John Myers, John Lee Nguyen, Michael Nguyen, Stephen Nguyen, Kenneth Joseph Nicholson, Thomas Vincent Papaccio, Vivek Rajnikant Patel, Sergio Gabriel Pendleton, Matthew David Penn, Dejan Karan Perry, Eric Michael Peters, Joseph Andrew Poole, Calvin T. Quach, Joshua Carlson Ramos, Vincent Joseph Rebecki, Nico Rivera, David Thomas Rochford, Connor Joseph Rodovich, Michael David Roney Jr., David Martin Rosica, Nicholas Aaron Ruth, Adam August Sachs, Ahmed Asuna Saidi, Leo Curran, Emmanuel C. Morales. Jessica Cheyenne Reck, Tamara Crystal Rahawi, Kylie Elizabeth Renna, Amanda Morgan Rice, Alyssa Bonnie Reese, Ariana Donatella Rivera, Samantha Noemi Rodriguez, Jocelyn Marie Rollo, Haley Alexandra Russell, Miranda Melina Russo, Courtney Ann Sacco, Nyasia K. Sales, Taylor Jordan Samarco, Ava Maria Santa Guida, Casey Lynn Yoder, Samantha Virginia Sekuler, Arish Shafiq, Kayla Marie Sharman, Nicole Louisa Shiri, Daisy Simpson, Hannah Josephine Sodano, Maria Yanina Sokolovskaya, Ryan Nicole Spell, Jamie Nicole Stowe, Kelly Ann Stussy, Erin Christine Sullivan, Kaylee Rose Samofsky, Randy Morgan Taylor, Carice Lily Batch, Ayana Danielle Spiegel, Paul Elias Sawan, Renee Manuel Rosario Jr., Jacob Ryan Sheary, Scott Ryan Sherry, Brian Joseph Schuler, Vikram Jeet Singh, Ernest Spiato, Brian Michael Stacker, Justin William Staffa, Francis James Stipa III, Nicholas Avery Tice, Nicholas Joseph Tozzi, Glenn Allen Trace, Matthew Gabriel Umarino, Andrew Christian Valentin, Victor Leonel Velasquez, Fernanda Ventura Ramos, Michael Anthony Versico, John Romel Villavicencio, Joseph David Villegas, Josue Caleb Villegas, Brandon Allen Wasowski, Marcal Stephen Wiley, Chase David Williams, Sean Thomas Williams, Riley Catherine Smith, Karen Maria Derian, Michelle Sokotira Thong, Yopyo Mindu, Natalie Tikhonov, Layla Ann Tugud, Ashley Gabriela Tovar, Natalie Lee Tran, Gianna Marie Umarino, Brandy Nicole Vandergrift, Helena Daria Vaughn, Valerie Nicole Vega, Diana Karen Ventura, Laura Catherine Versace, Brittany Ashanti Villaman, Queen Teresa Vu, Samantha Taylor Wagner, Ava Rose Watkins, Niara Rani Wilcox,
join me in congratulating the class of 2016 on the successful completion of their high school experience. And now the students will participate in a decades-old West graduation tradition led by the students who participated in tonight's ceremony. Members of the class, please stand and join me.
The class may now turn their tassels to the left side, signifying their graduate status.
Now will everyone please remain standing and join the class of 2016 as they sing the High School West alma mater. And now, for one last time, I say, class dismissed. Thank you.